Hey everybody, it's Ron from PickDawgz here with your PickDawgz morning show for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. It's a new face in the host seat today. I make my host debut. I've been on this show for years, but I don't know if I've ever hosted it like this. I think I've taken over when one of these guys goes down for the count for a couple minutes, but here I am. And, we've got some of the best, sharpest minds in the industry on today's show. Going to go over these games. Pretty small card, just two in the NBA, decent hockey card, decent college hoops, Super Tuesday. We got Mr. Jay Briggs to my right. Mr. Briggs, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. The prisoners are running the prison today. Um, but it should be a good one now. But I'm happy, man. Off a good day yesterday. The Eagles lost, opened the door for my Cowboys to still have some playoff hopes. So I cashed yesterday with the Pacers, looking for my fifth straight in a row in the NBA, man. So it's things are on the up and up. Things looking good, and I'm ready to cook it up with the guys today.
Sounds good. Yeah, things are heating up. Jay is known for his heaters in the NBA this time of year. I feel like December is one of your better months. Am I wrong?
Nah, you're right.
Yeah.
It typically is.
Yeah. Same here as well. December's traditionally November, December, usually where, especially non conference college basketballs, where we really make some damage there. But Mr. Francis, Brad Francis, Brad wins bets, as he's called to some.
Yep. Yep. Mr. Ron, glad to see you in the host chair. That was a good intro. I'm not gonna lie. Good job so far. We'll see if you're able to continue it. But good job. But yeah, man, I'm doing good. Losing day yesterday. I only had one play. I had the Pink Quakers, just not the right spot, not the right play. Eagles, trash. That's a trash team. Should have put in the Chargers. I gave out the Chargers, free picks everywhere, 7 free picks. My dog of the day. Should have just put it in as a premium. Yeah, new day, Tuesday. Let's make some money today.
I do it.
Sounds good.
I kind of was right there with you. I wish I would have put them in as a premium too. Like I had them. I don't even know why I didn't. I kind of just wimped out.
But yeah, same.
It's cool.
Well, we got Senor Square in the bottom right. Mr. Brian Bittler, how you doing today?
1-1 yesterday. Cashed my titanium on the Chargers. I guess it was luck there at the end. I lost on the Tampa Bay Lightning as they look like crap. Got shut out. But today's a new day. I think today's a better card than yesterday. Slightly better. I don't love it, but it's better than yesterday's card. So.
Yeah, Tampa Bay now 4 straight losses, 2 to my New York Islanders.
Yeah, what's up with that, bro?
Yeah, back-to-back shutouts as well. But Kucherov, Point, and Hedman all back in the lineup for Tampa. So they got to get Vasi back. I think they'll be fine. And, that was a tough one yesterday for the Bolts. But, yeah, I'm doing well. Obviously, my 20-game win streak came down on Sunday to the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, the team that I bash, the quarterback I bash all season, take their season win total under, take them to miss the playoffs. It was such a good situational spot that I had to take them as a premium play on Sunday night, and they led to my demise. But 20-game win streak, really proud of it, and I really appreciate everybody that joined me along the way. And we're still on a 13-game college hoops win streak. We're number 1 at Pick Dawgz in college hoops, so looking to keep that going into tonight. And I think it's an overall pretty solid college basketball card. We'll get into that in a little bit. But what do you say we start in the NHLA, as Mr. Briggs calls it, National Hockey League Association?
Hockey League.
I was all ready for college basketball, and he threw me a curveball.
Let's see if I can get this right. All right. So we'll start in hockey. Let's see the games today. We've got the Anaheim Ducks taking on the fraudulent Pittsburgh Penguins. San Jose Sharks taking on the Flyers. My New York Islanders host the Vegas Golden Knights. New Jersey Devils up against the Ottawa Senators. Lightning looking to snap that losing streak. They take on the Habs of Montreal. Columbus and Carolina. Bruins and Blues, a Stanley Cup rematch from about, let's say, 7 years ago. Stars and Jets. Jay's team, the Stars on the road. Sabres and Oilers. And the final game, the Avalanche and the Nashville Predators. The worst name in sports, as Mitch would say. I have to agree. It's tough to say I'm a Predators fan.
Man. Oof.
We'll start with Jay. Anything in hockey for you today?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I hate to say these words out loud. I slick like them Jets. I slick like the Jets.
Ooh.
Oh, you're stealing my play. What the?
I slick like them
What's
Jets
going
today.
Wow.
I hate to say it out loud. Y'all know I love my Stars, but just a little bounce back game at home for the Jets, man. Revenge game for them as well. My Stars kind of flying too high. We flying too high right now, and this would kind of be a little plus money shot. I would look at taking the Jets. I ain't telling you I'm betting it. I'm just telling you I would look at it. I kind of like them Ducks plus money against Pitt. My boys playing well. They've won 3 of their last 4. We've already seen them beat the Penguins once this season. I don't really like the spot for the Penguins coming home. I just think it's another good plus money opportunity to attack with the Ducks. That's really it for me today in hockey. Nothing I just love a ton.
Mr. Francis, what do you think?
Jay, if you're not going to take the Stars, I will. Give me Dallas.
Wow.
I mean, the Jets. Yeah, I mean, the Jets have just been a disappointment in my opinion. Yeah, they're a solid little team, but they're not the same squad as last year. I understand the line tells you to take Winnipeg here, but I can't help but take this 25-5 Dallas team at this price. So I'll take the Stars, but I will be on the Ducks. I think the Penguins have been playing some good hockey, but I think that's a game either team could win, and in that spot, I rather take some plus money with the team that has won us a lot of games getting plus money. So Ducks and Stars.
Brian, what about you?
Oof, boy. I think the Jets are the obvious play here. I mean, they've only had 1 win, I think, in the last 9 games. Dallas comes in there hot as hell, and you're only got to lay 125 to take the Dallas Stars. And Winnipeg's playing a revenge. I don't know. Dallas has some big games on deck next. I think I'm going to take the Winnipeg Jets here, and I like the St. Louis Blues. I think the Boston Bruins are frauds, much like the Pittsburgh Penguins. And at this price, St. Louis, I think they're going to start to lay some, rack up some points heading into the All-Star break. So I'll take the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, I think this is a strong hockey card, and I agree with you, Brian, on the Blues. I think that the Blues, not only are the Bruins fraudulent, I think the Blues are actually a really underrated team. I think they're a lot better than their current record. The beginning of the season, their puck luck was miserable. They analytically were a really strong team that just wasn't getting results. They also have really bad goaltending to start the year, but it's been getting a little bit better. And I think we're not going to get prices like this in this type of matchup later in the season, second half of the year. I think if this is a second half matchup, St. Louis is a minus 150, minus 170 favorite. So I'll take advantage while we can still get those numbers. I'm going to take the Ducks as well. Anaheim, plus money against a Penguins team that I do think will fall off by the end of the season. Give them credit for their great start with their veteran lineup. The guy's still producing, but I don't think it's going to be a sustainable season for Pittsburgh. And I'm looking to fade them if I can get plus money, especially as many times as I can. That Stars-Jets game it's a tough one. I think I'd lean towards Winnipeg, but not a game I'd be rushing to bet. It should be a great one to watch. I think that Winnipeg's tough to go against at home. Dallas has been excellent on the road this season, just 1 regulation loss. I think I'd lean Winnipeg, though, still on that money line. But all right, let's listen. This is my show today, so I put more weight into college hoops than the NBA. The NBA is nothing to me.
Okay,
we're gonna go to the NBA.
Okay.
Let's get we'll get the NBA out of the way. How about that? Let's go one by one. We only got 2 games, if that works with everybody.
It's fine,
we got first up the Orlando Magic hosting the Miami Heat, 6 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video for the NBA Cup quarterfinal. This line has kind of gone back and forth. It's basically a pick 'em. Miami opened at like a minus 1.5 favorite. Now it's Orlando 1.5 at certain spots. Total in the mid 230s. Brad Francis, what do you like?
Yeah, so spot tells you to take the Heat here. The Magic have beat this Heat team twice this season. You could look at it as a revenge spot, but I truly think, and I may get some disagreement about this, but I truly think the Heat are better without Tyler Hero. In the beginning of the season, when they didn't have Tyler Hero, they were a fast-paced team, scoring a ton of points. They got Tyler Hero back in the lineup. They're slow, lethargic, and they look like that same team from last year that was mediocre at best. I'm going to take the Magic here. I'm going to take the Magic. No Franz Wagner definitely hurts, but they got their boy Paulo back a couple games ago. This Magic team has played great over the last month. Magic on the money line.
All right, Magic for Brad. Brian, what do you think?
Last night when I was going to shoot videos, Magic were plus 2.5. Now it's down to a pick 'em. Even though Miami is slightly healthier and playing with revenge, I like Orlando at home. I think it's of the two games, it's the better bet.
All right, well, I'm going to have to go against you guys. I like the spot here for Miami. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of either of these teams right now, but in this matchup head-to-head, like Brian mentioned, playing with double revenge, I like that for Miami in this one. Coming off also a dreadful loss to the Kings as a 8.5-point favorite. You lose that game by 16. I think it's a good bounce-back spot against a rival in the double revenge spot. Orlando banged up, but also just not in good form overall. Four straight failed covers. The loss to the Knicks last time out. Should be a competitive game. I mean, it's going to be a game decided in the fourth quarter, I think. But I'm going to take Miami, especially now I can get it plus 1.5 as the line went through 0. Give me the Heat. Jay?
We're going to put you on an island by yourself and leave you there. Play the damn theme song, man. Let's get it done. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Man, I just don't like what I've seen from Miami. This team has lost 4 of its last 5. The Magic have won 7 of their last 10. Magic have won both meetings this season. Both meetings were in Orlando. I think they win it for a third. It's just there's nothing on paper that tells me to go the other way, except for Wagner out. But you've swapped. It's kind of a swap. You're swapping Wagner for Boncaro. So it's like, y'all know how high I am on the Magic. Y'all know I like betting on the Magic at home. I don't love betting on Miami on the road. This is a rivalry between these two. I understand why the line is tight. I personally think, though, the Magic are the better team, playing the better basketball, and they're at home where I like betting them. It's Orlando for me here.
Do you think that the double revenge holds less weight because this is like a cup quarterfinal a little bit?
It holds less weight because it's on the road. Double revenge at home is a staple. Double revenge on the road is a cool add-on, but it's not the end-all be-all. So it's kind of my thought.
I see. I don't know. I think it's not my favorite game. I think both of these games are tough. Honestly, I passed on both of them from the premium area, but I think if you're gonna, I like the double revenge here. I think that when you look at that last game, Miami was catching 7. They lose by 1 despite hitting just 7 threes. They shot miserable from the free throw line, and they still were able to compete enough to make it a 1-point loss. I think we see better numbers here from Miami shooting wise, and that's going to be the difference. So I'll be on the island. Give me Miami.
I've been telling y'all I'm building out a model. Let me just tell you what my model has in this one. It has season long Orlando minus 1.75, and full season it has Orlando minus 6. So just something a little food for thought. A couple of stats for y'all in this one. Orlando isn't the same team at home that we've come and loved them to be. They're 9-4 straight up at home, but they're 5-8 ATS. As a home favorite ATS, they're just 4-8. So there's that. Miami on the road, they are 6-4 as a road dog ATS. They're 4-6 straight up though, 8 on the road. So it's not a whole lot of things to take from this, and that's kind of why the line's right where it's at.
All righty, we'll move to the second game. The New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors, 8:30 Eastern, also on Prime Video. We got the Knicks as a 4.5-point favorite. Knicks are playing good basketball as of late. Toronto, not so much. Brad or Brian, what do you think?
I'm going to take the Toronto Raptors plus the points. I think they got crushed earlier this season. The Knicks are great spread cover team, but not as much on the road where they're 2-7 against the number. Toronto hasn't been great against the number at home, but if you're going to give me over a possession here, I think the Raptors. This is a statement chance for them to get a big win. So I'll take the Raptors plus the points.
I'm going to go the other way again. I think I can't get there with Toronto in their current form. I don't know. The Knicks, they're taking care of business, winning, covering. It looks enticing to take the home dog here, but 7 straight failed covers, 5 of the last 6 straight up losses. They're not playing well either, analytically, shot quality wise, taking poor shots offensively, giving up easy looks on the defensive end. I think it's just kind of a momentum play for me with the Knicks. I'll lay it. Jay?
I'm not mad at that. First, I'll talk the model. The model has season-long Raptors the favorite, -3. But this is really interesting. Last 3 games, bro, it has the Knicks -28.
Even on the road.
So there is some truth to what Ron is talking about, like with how bad recent form the Raptors are playing. For me, this game just falls into one of my spots, one of my situations, and I'm taking the Raptors. Bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a revenge game. I trust the Raptors at home. They're one of the teams in my wheelhouse that I trust, especially at home with the entire country behind them. Yes, the last 3 games they've struggled mightily, but I still can't get that. Before this 3-game losing streak, they had an 8-game win streak at home. This is a team that this will be their 5th straight game at home at the crib, so they're comfortable at home and shooting in the same rim, same gym. I don't necessarily like the spot for the Knicks out on the road. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. 4 of their last 5 were just played at home. And the Knicks, man, they're the most night and day team in the NBA. At home in Madison Square Garden, they're the best team in the NBA. They're the best team in the NBA, damn near. Probably second best outside of the Thunder. I'll walk it back a little bit. Number 2. But they're that dominant. They've only not covered 1 game in Madison Square Garden thus far this season. Out on the road, they're just not the same. 3-4 as a road favorite. 2-5 ATS as a road favorite on the road. I think this is so for Toronto, this is what I'm looking at in this game. It's a bounce back game at home, coming off 3 straight L's for a team that plays their best basketball at home. It's a revenge game for them going up against the Knicks, and it's an NBA Cup game at home. So there's 3 times motivation here for me for the Raptors. I think they play well here. I just don't see the Knicks flooding them, especially when they don't play their best basketball on the road. Would it shock me if the Knicks won this game? No, I do think the Knicks are the better team. But I think the motivation here for the Raptors is enough to possibly get them a win. I like them plus 4.5 and plus 165.
Well, we got some breaking news while we're on the show here. We got Edwin Diaz signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Reportedly, it is close to official.
Closer that was with the Mets.
Yep, one of the best closers in baseball, Edwin Diaz, going to LA to the super team, the Monstars. And if a lockout was already not, if it's guaranteed to be a lockout now, you're going to see some crazy things with this new collective bargaining agreement, and this is just the first step for that.
I saw a report yesterday that they was talking about trying to get Scooble, like for real, for real.
Yeah, they're in the mix for it. The Mets are in the mix. The Dodgers. I mean,
the rich get richer.
Sad.
Crazy stuff. But now, and a team that we mentioned in the regular season, their bullpen really, suffered. It was good in the postseason because you could bring in Yamamoto after he pitched 9 innings the day before. Now that bullpen is bolstered even more in the regular season.
Would you want baseball to be salary cap?
It's tough. I mean, I think a salary floor for sure. The owners that don't spend anything to help their teams improve and to try to compete with some of these big teams, I think that's the bare minimum. I think there's got to be a floor. But salary cap, it's I definitely hear arguments from both sides. What do you guys think?
I mean, The Dodgers can't keep getting in the way with this shit. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think it does hurt the game. Yeah, I truly think it does. So I'm for it. I don't know what that would mean. I don't know how they would implement that, but I think something needs to change.
I would say salary floor as well. I think I like that better. Like you got a minimum you got to spend, and then because I get why salary caps are implemented, but at the same time, y'all know my argument with baseball, where it's like I don't think the talent gap is that significant in baseball. The Dodgers are kind of making a hard argument because they're stacking a lot of the top tier talent at the top, but like I just don't think the gap from 3 to 15 is as significant as other sports. So I'm saying salary floor is probably the better answer for me than the say cap. You can only spend this amount of money. I like it for every other sport, NFL, NBA. It makes sense. Baseball, I don't. That's kind of my thoughts.
Brian,
when it comes to like a hitting perspective, like I don't feel like there's a big gap, but a pitching perspective, I feel like there is. Maybe like a salary cap on strictly pitchers. I don't know.
Yeah, salary floor would make sense. I don't even like guaranteeing contracts, but they'll never give that up. So
yeah, it's when you have a salary floor, then you start getting more contracts like Anthony Rendon's.
True.
Not to the extent of how much money he got, but you're going to have some contracts that get signed that you might be not in love with a few years later, depending on performance or injuries.
Yeah, I get
So,
that.
but you got to do something where, if you're a fan of these small market teams, but not even small market teams, just no spend teams, it's tough. I mean, the Pirates don't spend anything. The A's, the Rays don't really have a choice. They haven't had a lot of money over the years, but at least they can compete in other ways, through scouting. I mean, the Rays have been they don't spend any money. They're a small market. They didn't even have a stadium. They played in a minor league ballpark, and they still find ways to put together a decent product and make it to a World Series just 5 years ago. So that's an argument the other way as well. It's like, it's not just the Dodgers and the Yankees, but the Dodgers now back-to-back series, adding the best closer in baseball, potentially the best starting pitcher in baseball, and you've already got the best player in baseball. And they're certainly buying their way to a lot of success. But I didn't mean to cut you off on that Knicks-Raptors game, Brad. What do you think about that one?
I totally forgot about it. Raptors plus 4.5 is the play. Strong lean, though, guys. I out of the two games, I like the Magic game better. Like Ron said, the Raptors are just ice cold right now. But for me, with the Knicks, it's just night and day difference when the team's playing at MSG and on the road. I can't trust the Knicks laying 4.5 points on the road and against a Raptors team that I think is still good. Even though the Raptors are struggling right now, I still think this is a good mid-tier Eastern Conference team. So big game. I think they get up for this one. I'll take the 4.5 on the road.
All righty. We move to college hoops. That's the NHL.
I mean, we'll get it out the way.
We'll get college hoops out of the way.
Yeah.
First, did you guys talk probably yesterday about the college football playoff bracket? Any initial leans on who your champions are?
I don't think we talked about that yesterday, for real.
Oh, no? Okay. Well, thoughts on the bracket? Obviously, Texas out, Notre Dame out.
The bullshit is Alabama. Bullshit's Alabama. BYU should be in the college football playoff.
No, BYU.
Yes, 100%, bro. They lost to Texas Tech. Texas Tech is one of the best teams in college football this season.
Stop.
Who'd BYU beat?
What do you mean stop?
Stop.
Yeah, Brad does like BYU for some reason.
I love
Did you go to BYU?
Great.
Bro, they got beat twice by the only good team they played. And not only beat, they got beat the shit out of. It wasn't even close.
No, they win. They played Utah, smoked them, went on the road to Iowa State, smoked them. BYU is a good team. And I think it's disrespectful that they're not
taking Georgia Tech money on in that bowl game.
Okay, all right, say less. If all starters are playing, all right. I like BYU. I understand why they put Miami in. I still think Notre Dame was a better team down the stretch, but I understand why they put Miami in. But that's my thoughts. I think Georgia wins it all, though.
If I had to pick a team to win it all, I'd probably go Dogs. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably beat Georgia as well.
Yeah.
Their path is pretty nice. You get to play Tulane or Ole Miss. I can't see Georgia losing to either of those teams
Me
in a
either.
million years. And then, if you make it past there, you play Ohio State most likely. That's, the winner of that could be the championship favorite. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good path for Georgia and that SEC championship. I mean, in terms of defense and special teams, Georgia is just elite. The offense, I still have my reservations with a little bit.
Me too.
Yeah. Facts.
But the SEC is by far the best conference in the thing. You can't leave out there. You couldn't take Alabama out. You couldn't. You can't. You can't set that precedent. So, we'll see that. We'll see how it shakes out. But shout out Indiana though. What are the odds? I haven't really looked at the odds. My two. It would be Indiana or Georgia. That's what it would be. But the thing is, I think Indiana matches up well against everybody but Georgia. I think Georgia. I think
Indiana's just got a rough path.
Huh?
Indiana's got a rough path. They have to play Alabama or Oklahoma right away.
Yeah, see, and then either one of those two, it's like I want to see Indiana in them trenches against them SEC teams. That's going to show me what I need to know.
Yeah,
they played well against Ohio State. I give them a ton of credit, but that SEC water a little different. That's all I be saying. So
and two elite defensive teams. So that's a great test. If they get by that game, then they can get by anything, I think. But they haven't really faced that too much. I mean, Ohio State's an elite defensive team, but strength of schedule, I think, in the SEC is just a different animal.
I think next season they should do like a G5 separate tournament. I think that would clear up a lot of issues. Personally,
I wouldn't be mad at that
because
I don't think anybody would watch it.
It's pointless. Like those are just pointless spots.
I think they would actually. If they did a group of 5, and then
I would watch that
on Nickelodeon.
No, there's networks that need action.
TBS.
I would watch that little G5 tournament. That'd be fun.
The other thing I saw being floated was people talking about possibly moving bowl games to the first game of the season. What do you think of that?
Gosh.
What do you mean? Like of next season?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would actually.
I mean,
all the teams that opted out this year of doing a bowl game altogether, we should just start the year with a bowl game. You know what I mean?
It'd be good for us, like the fans, because we'd actually see good games.
Not all of us are fans. I'm just a fan of making money. I don't give a crap who's playing. I just want to win my game. So like I said, I'm the opposite. I'm not a fan of anybody. I just want the best possible way to make money. That's it.
But your job is easier when people are fans of the game.
Yep, that's true. And I don't want to see James Madison. I don't want to see Tulane. Teams like that. It just doesn't interest me in the big playoff.
I will be on Tulane in some capacity in that game.
Really?
Yes. I really want to take a money line. I really want to.
I mean, Notre Dame, Old Miss.
Because it's just one school that did it right versus one school that did it wrong.
Fair. I see what you're
saying.
You know
what I mean? Like, Tulane did it right, bro. Summerall, you can stay, come coaches, man. Go out with a bang. Appreciate you. Old Miss, on the other hand, they just I don't know. I want to,
especially for a team that's never really been that type of spot. This is like such an historic season for them,
right?
And they just said, "Nah, we're done."
That's what I'm saying. We've seen Tulane play well in this spot. Who they play? Was that USC? They beat? Was that 2 years ago in Jerry World?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah. So I remember that game like it was yesterday. So we'll see.
All right, let's get into college hoops. We got a solid card, Super Tuesday card. I think like 35 games or so. Well, let's just do the whole card at once. We'll go over the statement games, the big games on the board. We got Villanova, Michigan. Michigan has been absolutely dominant recently. Tons of blowout wins and ATS covers. Of course, the Gonzaga victory, a lopsided win last week or a couple weeks ago. We've got the Kentucky trying to crush NC Central, laying 45 points. That's a lot of points to lay out. It's one of the higher spreads we've seen all season. We've got Illinois and Ohio State, solid Big Ten matchup there. Illinois, the road favorite. Penn State taking on Indiana, USC and San Diego. We've got Dartmouth and Colorado State. Colorado State, one of the hotter teams in the country right now. And the biggest game on the board, in my opinion, Florida and UConn. Florida, 3 losses already on their resume, but one of the toughest schedules in college basketball. UConn, off to a good start to the season straight up, but 3-6 against the spread.
You missed the
I'm
biggest
up
game on the
first.
card. You missed the biggest game on the card, bro.
What did I miss?
San Jose
Oh,
State
yeah.
versus what up, BJs?
I also missed Clemson and BYU.
Long Beach State next in their day.
10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to stay up for that Long Beach State game. It's not even on a ESPN Plus. I'll have to go to the team's website. San Jose State
Oh, it's
basketball.
past your bedtime, Romanelli.
Yeah.
You click on their link, then you see all the roster. Then you got to click schedule, click watch, and then it says you have to pay $12.99 to watch this game. San Jose State school website. Support the Spartans. Said forget that. And then we go to the illegal streaming sites. They got the game. Nope, they don't got the game. Then you go back to the team website and you pay the $13 and you shell it out. That's my routine. But for me, in this college hoops card,
you got to then put the extra $15 on your wager, so then it was free.
yeah, exactly. Then you go back to the Sportsbook.
Justify it. Yeah.
I think that I like Florida plus the points. I think that's going to be a competitive game. Florida's backcourt has been so bad. Xavier Lee has just not translated to the SEC or power basketball level. But even still, despite him and the Gators backcourt struggling at Duke, they kept it within 1, and they had a real chance to win that game. If it wasn't for controversial officiating at the end of it, they covered the spread with ease. Now this is a neutral site game against a UConn team. It's been equally struggling against the number. Florida, if not the best front court in college hoops, one of the best. I think they're good enough defensively to keep that game close. So I'll take those points with the Gators. I also like Kentucky laying those 45 points. Even at 45, this opened at like 38.5. It's up there. I mean, Kentucky is one of those teams kind of similar to Kansas State yesterday. Kansas State had lost, I think, 4 in a row, and they were facing Mississippi Valley. It was a great feel-good bounce-back spot type of play. They won by 50 or 59, I think. They almost won by 60. Kentucky's lost back-to-back games to North Carolina and Gonzaga. They got crushed by Gonzaga. And now they got NC Central right in front of them. I feel bad for NC Central. I think Kentucky picks their number, 50-point win, and covers that spread. And I'll also lean towards San Diego. I'm not big on USC. I think that's too many points on the road. San Diego, I think, is underrated. So I'll take those 16.5 points with San Diego. Jay, anything for you in college hoops today?
Yeah, I think you're a homer, and I'm fading you. I'm taking UConn, bro.
This could be a hat situation here.
I'm taking UConn, bro. Florida, defending champs, overrated, overvalued. They shouldn't even be ranked. They living off of last season.
Oh, give me a break. Shouldn't
They
be
living off last season. Give me UConn, man. I think they win this game by double digits. I think they beat up on them. I'm not even a UConn type of guy, but I think Florida got to show me, man, especially on the road. Have y'all been paying attention to UConn, man? The team been balling, bro. Flooded Illinois at home. I think they flood Florida as well. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. But I think them being up and over a basket favorite speaks volume. Same thoughts with Illinois, Ohio State. Ohio State fraudulent 7-1. Illinois 4.5-point favorite on the road just speaks volume to me. They're over a bucket favorite in that one for good reason. I think they win it by margin. That's really it for me. Missing this. Double check. Morgan State plus the points. Hey, y'all.
Morgan State?
Money line.
Man.
Oh, they're playing DePaul. I'm like, they have to be playing somebody interesting. Yep.
Yeah. DePaul's so trash. Y'all know my beef with that team. I don't trust them laying over 15 on anybody. So laying 23.
They almost lost last time.
You're asking for it, man. So that's kind of my thoughts today on college hoops.
All right, Brad.
Yeah, we got some good stuff on the slate. I mean, let's start with Michigan. I'm going to say it. I think this 4-game stretch from Michigan has been the best 4-game stretch I've ever seen in college basketball. I mean, the way that they've beat teams is ridiculous. So, look, man, if you could beat Gonzaga by 40 on a neutral site, I think you could beat Villanova by 20 plus at home. I understand Villanova has been a solid team this season, but bro, like you played LaSalle. Like I'm not really too worried about Villanova. Michigan definitely overpriced at this point of the season. I'm definitely buying high on Michigan, which usually isn't the smart thing to do, but I'm not getting in front of the Wolverines. That's for damn sure. So I'm going to lay 60.5 with Michigan. Give me Clemson plus 6.5. I think that's a close game. I know I like my BYU boys, but I
love BYU.
I love BYU.
Are you Mormon, Brad?
I'm not a Mormon, but I respect them, bro. They play with heart. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what you laugh at, Jay. You love that.
He's on BYU every week.
I love them. They're great. Or this week I'm on Clemson, or today I'm on Clemson. Give me, let's see. Give me Illinois over Ohio State. I think Ohio State's a fraudulent 7-1 team, to be perfectly honest with you. I think Illinois' size is going to be the difference maker in this one, and this isn't Ohio State football. Like that home crowd advantage, I'm not really too worried about it. So Illinois is a far better team. I'll take them there. And then I will be on Florida. I'm going to take the Florida Gators. The Florida Gators have been playing like shit. I mean, they're shooting 27.4% from beyond the arc. This team is too talented to be putting up these numbers. I think it has to go towards the middle at some point. I think they have to start playing at their level. They showed me a lot in that Duke game. I know they didn't win, but they fought at Cameron Indoor. That is not an easy thing to do. I think they come in here and fight in this one. So I'll take I'll take Florida plus the points.
I heard a big old yawn from Brian. Are we boring you, Brian?
No, I'm an old man. I'm starting to get tired here. For me in this board, I'm going to take the Indiana Hoosiers, lay the points. Penn State 8-1 and getting 15.5 should get a lot of public dog support here. Indiana's lost 2 games in a row, losses to Minnesota and Louisville. So this is a must-have statement. They need to win this game by 20 points, at least in my head. I like the Hoosiers. I think that's the best free pick on the board. I like the Florida Gators plus the points. I think they're much better than a 3-loss team. And this is a game that I think they need to win this one outright. But you know me, I'm a big puss. So I'm going to take the points, though, with the Gators plus 5. I think it's 1 possession.
All righty. So we got 3 Gators, 1 Husky. Do we change your mind, Jay?
No, fade, yeah.
He's just a Gator hater.
I could have sworn Brian was going to be on Villanova.
Look at it.
I knew it was coming.
I almost put that away because Florida football was over. I thought, I got all basketball season.
And now we get a defending champion at an undervalued price. How often do we get to say that?
They're still overrated, overvalued. Still, they shouldn't even be ranked.
So you don't think they're one of the top 25 teams in the country?
Top 26.
26. All right. So it's just out.
And look at the schedule they had to play. Providence, Duke, Miami, Florida State, Arizona. You know, they weren't playing cupcakes. So
That's fair.
The 7th toughest according to Kempom.
That's fair.
Well, that does it for college hoops, and that does it for today's card. I kicked out Brad. Still trying to get the hang of this hosting thing.
I miss having college football during the week, though. Something hard to do about.
But I'll be on the host every Tuesday going forward. So, I enjoy it. Glad I could take a little bit off these guys' shoulders. Jay and Chris to host every day. They do a great job here on the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. Our favorite plays, of course, each and every day. You can find them at Pick Dawgz Premium. Jay, what do you got for sale today?
Today for me, all I got is my NBA Jam Session play of the day. I'm going 1 play. I've hit 4 in a row, looking for my 5th straight. So yeah, just going light. Had the Pacers yesterday, good win for them. They made me stress it a little bit late in the 4th. Then they pulled back out. So pause. But yeah, I got my NBA Jam Session play of the night tonight, looking for my 5th in a row. You guys can scoop it up, Pick Dawgz Premium. And it's a light week in the NBA, so it's going to be an overall light week for me. But as we get towards the end of the week, the cards start to beef up a little bit, and I'll be active. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Sounds good. Brad Francis, what do you got?
One play today so far. It's my NBA play today. Check that out. I have a college basketball play loaded as well. So long-term members will be able to get that. And I'm going to throw something in. We've had some discussions on the show. I heard some things I liked. I have an NHL play I'm going to throw in, and I'm going to make a 3-pack. So if you want all my 3 plays today, check it out. Or if you want my best play in the NBA, check that out as well. Team me up with any of these guys. Let's have a Tuesday.
All righty, Brad. Brian, what do you got?
Oh, 1-1 yesterday, but still number 1 at PickDawgz.com. Last 365. My titanium play 57 and 24, 70.3% winners. Last 81. You get my best bet titanium. PickDawgz.com, $30, or pick it up as part of a 3-pack. I forget what I named my 3-pack today, but you can get it for $50 at PickDawgz.com. 2 college basketball, 1 NHL. Team me up with any of these guys and definitely have a crushing rest of the month and take home some cash.
That leaves me. Last week was fun. We had a 20-game win streak, 20-0-1 from Wednesday night to Sunday night. The Chiefs were the first loss since Wednesday. But we're on a 13-game college basketball win streak. We've just had an unbelievable start to the month of December. But that was all last week. And we're obviously in this business, in sports betting, you look forward each and every day. So today I've got my college hoops bank shot best bet, my top play in college basketball. I've also got an NHL selection. I said I really like the hockey card. I'm very selective in hockey, but there was one that made my premium list tonight. That's my NHL top of the ticket. Long-term plan, always going to be your best bet for each of these guys. Multi-capper plans as well to get you, 2, 3, 4, as many cappers as you want for as long as you want. Always a great thing at Pick Dawgz Premium. And like I said, I'll be the host for Tuesdays going forward, and really excited to give out some plays and to host. I like hosting the show. It feels I got a lot of power, and I can put whoever I want on the screen whenever I want to. So I think I'll keep myself up here for a little bit longer. But yeah, let's go to. We know what time it is. How do I get Brad on here?
Did you have a problem with Mormons or something?
I saw in baseball, Kyle Schwarber just got a bag.
Okay.
Really? He signed officially?
5 years, $150 million.
Whoa.
Okay. That's a big waste of money.
I don't know. I'd pay that for 50 home runs.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He doesn't play defense. You can't use him in the field. I don't know. That's not kind of baseball player I like.
Sounds like my grandpa.
Yeah. I like a guy that can go out there. I mean, look at Ken Griffey Jr. That's a guy that type of player deserves $150 million. 5 tools. Anyway, Juan Soto doesn't deserve all that money either. All right, I'm done.
Back in my day,
Get off my lawn.
the gloves had 3 fingers.
I just don't know. I mean, Schwarber's he's a great influence in the clubhouse. Good team guy, but I don't know. I like a guy that can run, steal bases like Ronald Acuna Jr. That's my type of big. That's who I'd pay big money to.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Parlay
Well,
time.
Parlay time. Parlay.
I'm up first. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
that's it.
All right,
What do you got, Jay?
UConn fading y'all. Ducks and I'll rock with Brad. Give me the Mormons. 3 teams.
Okay, but coming around. Let's see, man. Let's go. I'm laying it with Michigan. And I'll lay with Illinois.
2-teamer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Brian?
I'm going to take the Winnipeg Jets on the money line, Indiana Hoosiers minus 15.5, and the Florida Gators plus 4.5.
I'll take Florida as well, plus the points. I'll take the Anaheim Ducks on the money line. I'm going to take the New York Knicks, the best team in the East. I'll lay the points as well. That does it. Thank you for joining us today. Pretty quick show, not a large card. We'll get more games going forward on Tuesdays. Jay, anything else you got to say to our good folks?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach. Cheese. Cheese. Can't wait for the cheesy balls, man. Pumped.
Brad, anything else you got?
Get your Georgia national championship tickets in.
All righty. Brian?
Chomp, chomp. Go Gators tonight. Easy winner coming.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah.
And for me, let's go Islanders. Let's bounce back, boys. JG Peugeot back in the lineup tonight. Islanders pick up a big dub over the Knights. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you on Hawk Romanelli Wednesday without Hawk Romanelli. I don't know who's hosting, but we'll try to act more professional tomorrow. Peace.